We tell ourselves we just need a few more hours. If we could just catch up on emails, clear the task list, or sprint through the week's obligations, we would finally get to the things that actually matter. For decades, traditional time management has sold us a promise: work faster, prioritize smarter, and buy a better planner to seize control of the schedule. Yet the opposite happens. We learn to execute tasks with incredible efficiency. We clear the inbox, and we still collapse at the end of the day feeling drained. The list is empty, but the nagging sense of having accomplished nothing of real value remains. This happens because we suffer from an urgency addiction. We train our brains to react to whatever is ticking down on a timer: the ringing phone, the sudden deadline, the immediate crisis. We give all our energy to what is urgent, leaving the important tasks for a later that never arrives. As long as we feed this addiction, optimization is useless. We aren't gaining control. We're simply becoming much faster at running on a hamster wheel. Author and leadership expert Stephen R. Covey recognized this flaw. Watching millions of people burn out, despite their perfect schedules, he argued that our entire approach to productivity was built on a broken foundation. He used the clock to describe our culture's obsession with efficiency, speed, and the sheer volume of tasks we can cross off a list before the day ends. Optimizing the clock assumes you can manage your life through sheer execution. But human lives do not operate on a stopwatch. The consequences of our actions are governed by objective principles, things like trust, health, and deep relationships, which take time to build and cannot be scheduled or rushed. Efficiency cannot resolve the chaos of a misaligned life. True control comes from choosing to lead yourself by a different set of rules, starting with a shift in your internal focus. His solution is the fourth generation of time management, a method centered on leading yourself rather than simply managing minutes. To understand the difference, consider a conversation Covey had with his daughter, Maria. She had recently given birth to her third child and was deeply frustrated. She was highly capable and used to getting things done, but the unpredictable demands of a newborn were destroying her meticulously planned to-do list. Covey told her to throw away the planner. Stop looking at the schedule. If those tools are creating guilt, they are failing. In that season of her life, nurturing that child was the only priority that mattered. Maria's feeling of being out of balance wasn't a failure of productivity. It was a correct prioritization of her energy for that specific moment in time. A perfectly executed to-do list is worthless if the items you check off betray your deepest priorities. The ultimate antidote to the tyranny of the clock is the compass. The distinction is simple. The clock measures how fast you are going. The compass measures where you are headed. You can have a perfectly efficient system and optimize every minute of your day, but speed is irrelevant if you are moving toward the wrong destination. This internal compass is calibrated by our most basic human needs: the need to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a lasting legacy. True effectiveness occurs when your daily actions align with your true north, those principles that actually govern long-term quality of life. When you stop trying to cram 30 hours of work into a 24-hour day, the constant mental noise begins to quiet down. You reach a state Covey calls the peace of the results. You accept that you cannot control the world's demands, but you can control your adherence to your principles. This perspective allows you to look at a dozen unanswered emails and a stack of undone tasks without an ounce of guilt. You can walk away from your desk knowing your energy was spent entirely on what truly mattered that day. Real fulfillment requires the certainty that you spent your energy on your highest priorities, even if your inbox remains full at the end of the day. This leads to an uncomfortable truth. The trap holding most people back isn't wasting time on bad habits. It's that they are doing good things. As the saying goes, the enemy of the best is the good. Harmless, urgent, good tasks are the greatest threat to your vital, compass-driven goals because they quietly consume the hours needed for your true north. The next time you feel crushed by a workload, do not ask how to complete it faster. Ask if you should be doing any of it at all. To reclaim your life, you have to make a choice. Break your reliance on the clock and trust your compass.